Oh, look, it's giving us a show. Check it out.
That's how long you have to drink.
Yeah.
Oh, that first sip can just get you. It's good.
Hey, everybody. My name's JP. This is Colin. We're the Agave Geeks, and we're always looking for an excuse to sip some beautiful agave juice. So here we are today doing one of our higher end tequilas. This is about $150 range tequilas, a Corralejo 1821. I'll let Colin go ahead and get started with we'll let you know about it.
All right. Box has quite a presence. Ooh. Hopefully I don't drop it opening it here.
Beautiful bottle.
Dang.
Beautiful bottle. It is one of those bottles that the poured you a shot. Seen this.
Oh yeah.
So it does do that, but we won't be drinking the shot out of this shot top glass. We will be using our tequila overture glasses from Rydell. Link to those are in the description below.
So not your typical bar bottle. Not something you want to have in your well, but it does have quite a presence.
It's got a nice amber color. This is an Extra Añejo. So this is aged for at least 36 months. Añejos are usually over 1 year. This is Extra Añejo. So this is Extra Añejo is over 3 years minimum, right?
I think this one is right at 3 years.
Right, so right at 3 years. All right. What else do you know about the actual tequila itself?
I'm a big fan of Corralejo. I've used it in many restaurants. The Blanco in particular is a great mixing tequila. The Reposado is a very iconic blue bottle you've probably seen in most bars or anywhere in Mexico.
We've had the big Costco bottle in our kitchen for the longest time.
Great value for that stuff too. I've never seen this before we started doing some research. 1821 signifies the date of Mexican independence, I believe. So just kind of a nod to Mexico becoming dependent from Spain.
Fun fact is that in 1821 is when the Mexican War for Independence ended. It's also the same year where the Greek War for Independence started. So there's a lot of 1821 independence going on. So
history nugget there.
Definitely different. And another fun fact is Corralejo was the first tequila I had drank that where I didn't feel like was like old college tequila. It was the first time I drank a tequila, like, you know what? I think I can be a sipper. I think I can appreciate it more. It doesn't give me that same college vibe that I used to get with mixtos and things.
And as you mentioned, this tequila is in the $150 range, so definitely not one for mixing, definitely one more for sipping. But their core lineup, the Blanco, the Reposado, are amazing price for mixing and for kind of your everyday home use for sure.
And awesome. And another thing is we do love to make tequilas with cocktails, but in this specific scenario, we are only going to be tasting it. It is tequilas that are Extra Añejos especially. You don't want to essentially adulterate them into cocktails. Let's enjoy them in their purest form as they're intended, because there's going to be a lot of oak influence. We don't want to overpower that in any way with any other ingredients or fruit or whatnot. We've got Blancos and some Reposados for that. So without further ado.
A lot of time was spent making this tequila, so to put citrus and juice and fruit in it is kind of...
to take 3 years into aging a tequila, I can only imagine, like, you know, raising a child for 3 years, having somebody only like, okay, you know, I'm going to change the name of that child now because I just, you know, I want to try something different. Awesome.
So we warmed up. We're ready to taste our first sip.
You want to know how to warm up your mouth like we do? You can go ahead and take a look at the link in the description to that video. You can also check out our website at theagavegeeks.com, which will have a record of our recipes and our videos, and feel free to check it out.
Yeah, let's get into it.
All right.
I'm ready.
I'm going to start off with a little Sangrita. Sangrita. We have got recipes for that as well.
Yep.
Salud. This one's really good. This one's good.
A little more heat.
I think more orange too. So I think it's a lot of flavor in that one.
Brighter.
Great job.
Thank you. So very gold, almost hay colored. What did you find out about the oak treatment?
I don't know if I found out anything.
American oak barrels.
American oak barrels. I didn't get if they were used or new. Did you find that?
I believe they're used, but what I did learn was they're much larger format barrels than typical. They're big barrels. So I'm not sure. I'm curious what the bigger barrel will do to a tequila that's rested for 3 years.
Right.
Kind of a sweet nose.
I like the smell.
Yeah.
Definitely smells sweeter.
Like some honey or something in there.
I don't think the cooked agave is as overpowering in this one.
It doesn't smell scary.
No. Some honey, vanilla.
You definitely get the oak too, the American oak, almost like a bourbon. All right, let's do it. Oh yeah,
I like that. I like that. It's a little bit syrupy, a little bit velvety on the tongue.
Not as sweet as it smelled. I actually think it's pretty nice. Oh, that first sip just gets you. It's good.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, it's crisp. It's like more crisp than I expected, and you do get a little of the whiskey or bourbon, so maybe it is a used barrel. But yeah, not as sweet as I would have thought it was going to be from the nose.
I think it has a velvety taste in my mouth that lasts for kind of a long time. It's a very lingering texture.
Good texture for sure.
I'm getting some black pepper.
A lot more vanilla in the nose the second go around, like a lot more.
Pepper, chili, kind of like a paprika, like that, like a smoked chili. Yeah, now that I've said that, now I taste a lot of smoke. Nothing like a mezcal, of course.
Really smooth. I like them. Little sweetness on the back end.
Almost done. Yeah.
And you didn't like it?
But you know what? No, I didn't like it at all. As I keep going into it, I taste more and more of the barrel. I taste more of now wood and earth tones, maybe some grass. And then it's changing. It's changing now. When it was sweet in the beginning, now it's become a lot less sweet. I taste soil now. I'm getting a lot more of the earth coming out of it, earth and wood. Whereas in the beginning, I got a lot of honey and sweetness and sugar, and then it just kind of changed. Just seems like one of those that you might want to decant for a little bit before you taste.
I always like to smell the empty glass too, because all you get is oak.
Yeah.
You get to really smell the oak treatment of the used glass.
See, and then so pouring it in again, it starts it all over again. And like now, I smell that candiness to it again.
The
like butterscotch.
Yeah.
Now the strong butterscotch, pecans.
It's a big
and
shot.
now I'm getting cinnamon roll.
Cinnamon roll.
Cinnamon roll. Oh look, it's giving us a show. Check it out.
That's how long you have to drink.
Put it in a decanter at home, air it out for a little bit.
Yeah. I'm sure pouring it back and forth from the top kind of aerates it a little bit too. So a built-in decanter.
Yeah, that nuttiness is really coming out now.
Some almond, marzipan, something like that for sure. You nailed it with the cinnamon roll though.
Not just any cinnamon roll, candied pecan cinnamon roll.
Would you pair this with food? Would this be a fun one to pair with food?
Yeah, I think I would pair this not in the beginning of a meal, maybe something towards the end. Something almost a dessert, extra añejo. You know, at the end of your meal, right before or with another dessert.
Another sweet.
Maybe, and then conversely, considering we're talking about cinnamon rolls and sweetness, maybe with breakfast. You know,
breakfast tequila.
Oh. So now, one thing we want to talk about too is the value of it. It's about $150, $170, $200 bottle of tequila, depending on where you go. What are your thoughts? Do you feel it fits that price range? Do you think that if you were to reprice that, would it stay at that price? Would it bring it down a little lower? What are your thoughts on that?
It's tough. I mean, it's for how, it's gonna sound terrible, but for how often I drink, it's hard to drink something like this all the time. Like this is special occasion tequila right here.
Right.
The value on things like this is tough for me just because I like tequila.
Yeah.
But it's a very nice treat. And like, I don't know, if you're in a restaurant, I mean, if this is a $25 or $30 shot, I think it's fair. Anything more than that, I don't know. There's not a whole lot worth more than that.
Like I kind of like that has a niche flavor for me because then I can picture exactly what part of the meal it's going to fit into.
Do you feel like it's worth that price point?
I think so, and it's because of that. It's because I envision it with specific dishes at specific times.
Time and a place.
Which means it's not an all-the-time drinker. So, an all-the-time drinker, I wouldn't want to be spending $150 to refill that bottle every time. But it's like, hey, you know what? It's dessert time, so let's bring this out because this goes very well with the dessert.
Kind of a fun bottle to bust out at a party or something like that too. I think it has a presence and it looks expensive, you know, so it's be a fun party pleaser. Well, cheers, man.
Cheers.
Oh, you're done.
Cheers, I'm all done. So that's our take on Corralejo 1821. It's a higher end tequila. It's about the $150 range. There's many more tequilas that are priced higher. And then something that's I'm passionate about is making sure that we get the message across of who we are and what we taste, because you're gonna find that there's gonna be a lot of tequilas that we enjoy, and that's because we enjoy tequila, period, right? We are not sponsored by any of these companies. We do this for fun. We wanna make sure that this is accessible to everybody. We're not tequila snobs, we're geeks. We're fans of tequila, and we find what we like and hope that we can impress upon the people. So that's our take on Corralejo 1821 today. So if you want to follow us on social media, you can hit us at any of the social media apps. We got LinkedIn, we got Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and then you can always meet us over at www.theagavegeeks.com, where we'll have recipes, blog posts, and yeah, we'll put something there. You can also purchase the Corralejo 1821 with Drizzly, which we do have a partnership with. So there's a link for that in the description below. So if you want to give that a shot yourself, then be my guest. It helps the channel when you purchase through those links. So thank you so much, and see you next time.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Salud. That's a nice sound. Nice clink. I'm also going to
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, please. By the way, enjoy the background that we have. It's a nice agave back here. I just found it today, so this is just kind of luck. I think this is destiny now that we are sitting here.
And it's
so
gorgeous.
If we're ever
outside.
not sitting at this table now, it's because the weather is not nice, or there's jerks that sat here before we did, and they should have known that we were going to sit here. So just so you know. How's your tequila, Janet?
It's better in the glass.
You like it in a glass? You want to switch? You want
We'll
to
get a third one.
sip?
We'll get a third one for the next
Like pour it in there.
go round.
It's totally different.